Hello everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel sifunde iy'ncwadi ey'bhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese sizala sizokhuluma ngazo le ndaba. Senzela laba phela abasuke bengenaso isikhathi sokuthi bay'funde iy'ncwadi nalaba abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese sizala sizokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senze ama-reviews and or ama-recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Namhlanje na-ke guys, I want to talk about i-reunion. Guys, tomorrow tomorrow we are going to be watching the reunion, part one of the reunion, Real Housewives of Durban, part one. So, trailer, guys, is out. Did you see the trailer? I think they really did a bad job with the trailer. They really just did a bad job with the trailer. They did a really horrible job with the trailer. It's not it for me. It doesn't give me anything. It doesn't give me anything. Anyway, the trailer is out, you guys. I was looking at the seating arrangement. I think they did the best that they could. I think one of the things that we don't know is what happened after that scene, got Jojo and Mabusi, the last scene that we watched at Sun City. So amanyama decisions on how those ladies are seated might have something to do with what happens post the last episode. So I do forgive them if ukuthi babadlalisa ngendlela that I did not expect. But I did have things that I was happy about, and I did have things that surprised me, you guys. Number one, where is my boss? Okay, she is at the reunion because we do see her face at some point. Because angazi trailer yabo ngathi bebesaba ukuyenza bayenza too quick. We do see uLokhuzana Mabusi with blonde hair laphayana. But there is a picture that I took and I posted it on my community post, and she's not there. uLokhuzana Mabusi. So it does look like, you guys, that Mabusi comes in at certain point of the reunion, which I'm disappointed about because Mabusi should have been there the whole reunion. Kodwa-ke, at the same time, I do understand a lot of the times, guys, a friend of the show really doesn't come for the whole of the reunion, no matter how well they do it. So I guess that's just the way that the show is designed. If you're a friend of the show, you don't come for the whole of the reunion. So I did see parts when Mabusi was not there, which gave me an indication that she doesn't stay for the whole reunion. Maybe she comes phakathi nayo and then aqhubeka until the end. And then there is Uma Khumalo. One thing that I cannot blame them for is that they put Uma Khumalo right at the end of the row, the last chair, and right next to the door. I feel like that is just such an appropriate seat for her. And I like how shady the producers are because they put her right there and you feel like there's a door right there. She can just walk out and walk straight to Uthando Nestembi because that's where we need Makumalo to be. Uthando Nestembi, you guys. But okay, I'm wondering what her participation is going to be at the reunion. But I do feel like she does have that one question that she needs to answer. So I feel like Uma Kumalo has one job and one job only at this reunion, and that is to answer the question, what did the ladies say about the Sorisha? And if she fails at this job, you guys, if she fails at this job, like she's failing at the only job that has been given to her this season, tell the truth. Tell the truth so that we can talk about it. Tell the truth. What happened? What did they say, Makumal? That's all that we need from you. That's all that we need from her. I hope that she tells the truth. I hope ukuthi ngimuzwe ekhuluma ngoSathane noNkulunkulu nobani. Just give us the truth. What happened? What happened? What did they say? And then the another surprise for me was that Usorisha, not another surprise, that was the only surprise because Makumalo's thing didn't surprise me. She should have been there at the end, really. The thing that surprised me, you guys, is that Usorisha is at the opposite seat from Jojo and Annie. This gives me an indication, Uguti, they are not really ababoni eye to eye when it comes to certain issues. there are opposites in some issues. I feel like something happened after the show wrapped up. But one thing I picked up from the trailer is that Annie is not happy with the fact that Usorisha is not angry with the ladies, with whatever the ladies said about her. I'm like, girl, how is it your business that this lady said something about Sorisha? And how is it your business that she is not angry about it? It's like Annie is mad that Sorisha is not mad. How are you so mean that you just want people to be mad at each other? And I think that might have caused the conflict. Maybe the way that Usorisha treated the other ladies, Abola Ulachongo, for an example, and or Mabus, because Mabus has indicated she really doesn't have any issues with Usorisha, doesn't make any happy because so any obviously wants her and Jojo and Sorisha to be that group of the rich wives and bakhiphela abanye ngaphandle. And I feel like maybe Usorisha hasn't done that, and as a result, that makes any mad because she really is angry, angry with you guys. So I think there was some thoughts that went into having Sorisha because there is Sorisha, there is Nonku, and then there is Intomga Petal, bese kuba uMakhumalo, uMakhumalo, uJojo, and then who's next? UMakhumalo, uJojo, because N is right at the end. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Ulondi. I'm not surprised I'm forgetting Ulondi. So it's Umakhumalo, uJojo, Ulondi, and then uLokhuzana, uEni. Honestly, those seats that they gave to, because it's Eni next to the host, it's Eni and it's uLokhuzana, Intomka Petal. I really just don't think they deserve those seats. I don't think they deserve those seats. I think the people that should have sat there should have been Unonku on the one hand, and then uLokhuzana, Umabos. I really think that. And maybe get Umabusi with Ujojo, but then they should move Ujojo to the other side at some point. Maybe they will swap the seats. But I don't think that Ulokuzano any Beno Lona had enough drama to deserve that seat, because those seats, guys, in other franchises, they fight for those seats. Listen, I had the strongest storyline this season. I should be the one that's sitting there. I guess maybe there are thoughts in that went into allocating those seats to Petal, to Mrs. Petal, Beno Annie, is that Miss Min laphayana, Mrs. Min. Maybe they just thought the Petal story was the biggest storyline, which I don't think it was the biggest storyline. It ran the longest, but it was like not so interesting because at the end we ended up not seeing Mr. Petal. But I guess because at the end the conflict was about whether Petal exists or not now, and the person that was asking the most question was Amy. They felt like they deserve those seats. I don't feel like they do, you guys. I feel like Unonko should have been sitting there, and maybe they could decide who else to sit there. But with me, I would just put Umabusi there. But obviously, she is a friend of the show. I'm wondering where you guys would see how it's gonna go, but I'm looking forward to it. I am going to watch it, and I'm looking forward to it. What do you think, you guys, of this sitting arrangement? And do you think Uma Kumal is actually going to say what was said that day? Or do you think uzokhuluma nje ngoNkulunkulu noSathane and leave us hanging? Anyway, that was my video for today. Please like it before Pumegiona and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers, guys. I will give you guys a review. Yeah, living the dream with so Maisie, hopefully later on today. Yo, it's cards. It's cards, you guys. But yeah, thank you so much. Nginithanda kakhulu.